It is now very clear that General Muhoozi is going to be arrested soon and sanctions are going to be slapped on him. Recently, General Muhoozi accused the Americans of trying to help Bobi Wine escape from Uganda, of oiling Bobi Wine's defiance. And it resulted into the Senator of Foreign Relations from America warning General Muhoozi that soon America is going to revise relations it has with Uganda. In a tweet that was released, General Muhoozi came out to say, and I quote, "Fellow Ugandans, because of the present situation where an opposition leader kidnaps himself and is missing, and according to our best intelligence, did all this in coordination with the current administration at the U.S. Embassy in our country, we as the UPDF suspend all cooperation with the current administration at the U.S. Embassy in Kampala. This includes our work in Somalia." The very precious security cooperation between Uganda and the United States has been undermined for decades now, since 2015. My unimaginative bureaucrats as the embassy, this is in spite of the excellent political relations between the two countries. That was a tweet which was released by General Muhoozi, citing that the U.S. Embassy is helping Bobi Wine to do defiance and helping Bobi Wine to do an insurrection in Uganda. Such statements to come out from a CDF, they are bad manners without having a proper inside reflection. Is the reason as why, after a few minutes, he deleted those tweets and went on to apologize to the American country, to the Americans. He came out to say, and I quote, "I want to apologize to our great friend, the United States, for my earlier tweets that I have now deleted. I was being fed with wrong information. I've spoken with the U.S. ambassador to our country, and everything is okay. We are going to continue our military cooperation as usual." So he came out to apologize. Apologizing in a small period of time after giving out venomous tweets, it shows that there is no reflection as a leader. It shows that you act on small intelligence without doing counterintelligence. It shows the ineptness General Muhoozi has when it comes to security. Because we shall not continue like this when our country is being put on the loggerheads. At first it was the Kenyans when he came out to say that he's going to attack Kenya. At first he commented about the Eritrean war in Djibouti. Okay? Being in the office of the CDF, you must be cautious about what you tweet. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about Muhoozi's pending arrests and sanctions, what it means for our country, and most importantly, the study materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagale. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, it's not the first time General Muhoozi is putting out controversial tweets, and if you truly asked me, it's not a good gesture coming from the first turn and the CDF of a country. One day we'll put out something very dangerous that will burn the country. To show that those tweets were not taken for granted, the Senate Foreign Relations came out and said, and I quote, "Commander Muhoozi has crossed a red line, and now the U.S. must re-evaluate its security partnership, which includes sanctions and military cooperation with Uganda. The president's son and likely successor cannot just delete tweets and issue hollow apologies. The U.S. will not tolerate this level of instability and recklessness. When American personal U.S. interests and innocent lives in the region are at stake." That is the Senate Foreign Relations. And such tweets cannot be taken for granted. We have a history where our soldiers have been sanctioned. This is the truth. Within the army, people like Erweru, people like this person who attacked parliament, a general, various army personnel have ever been sanctioned, even government employees. And ladies and gentlemen, sanctions are not as easy as some people take it for granted. They can affect the country. However, my prayers is sanctions must be mentored on individual, because sanctions a country even brings a more burden to the common people. Okay? So Muhoozi, I may not be surprised that in the near future he's going to get to be sanctioned. And sanctions means you cannot properly work in a country and outside of it because of the recklessness, okay, the impatience, okay, the partisanship nature of him. Such manners of a person, he cannot be in the office of the CDF. It only brings problems. And remember, I saw some government officials, of course, trying to do PR on Moses tweets, trying to attack the center like Andrew Mwenda and others, okay, coming out to say that Moses is doing the right thing, which is not. They are there to bootlick the regime. The day things will fall apart is the day we shall know the gravity of the offense General Muhoozi was making. Okay? And such things are going to bring a problem in our country, which I don't want to happen. In fact, even when Byanyima came out and said the chair of the United States Foreign Relations Committee is not a wayward loose cannon senator. You are soldier under General Muhoozi. You are completely out of line to insult a senior leader of another country who oversees the critical Uganda-US relations on security, health, and economic cooperation. This conduct is unacceptable and our warrant is discipline action. He was replying to the spokesperson of the UPDF who was coming out to do PR on Moses tweets when that soldier who did PR, Chris Magezi, had said Uganda is a sovereign and independent country. The people of Uganda expressing themselves in a free and fair democratic election recently reacted President Yoweri Museveni and other leaders to read them. It was a wrong tweet, etc. So when Byanyima was replying, those who were doing PR, in fact, these people are so, they don't understand the gravity of the offense they are doing. You cannot tell US to mind its business when it funds almost half of your budget for health, when it's still giving you equipment for security, when it still funds almost 50% of the national budget, and you tell it to mind its business. Of course not. So, tweets of General Muhoozi must come out with utter reflection. Other than that, is planting seeds of discourse and violence that, and soon they will inevitably grow. Of course, as my opinion remains truly Mr. Makindi, Kabir Sulaiman Mahagali. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.